Welcome back to episode 29 of our Timberborn Folktails Cliffside playthrough. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you. Without further ado, let's get started. So, I did ask you guys how many beavers you wanted me to try to go for, and the answer I got was as many as possible. So, well, I wonder if we actually need all of these campfires and such. Because, yeah, they only have room for so many people at a time, but they don't work at all. So maybe we can get by with a few less and then put some more houses there, possibly. Can we go up any higher? I think we can in this middle one for sure. I don't think we can here. Could we spread out the agora and put some more houses here? Probably. Yeah, if we slide that over, we could. Or actually, there's room right here, so I think that's probably how we're going to do it. What if it's just the double lodges? Okay, we can do that. And maybe even find a complicated way for them to get back there. I think if we slide this over one, we can do double lodges pretty good right there. Or, yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. Gora's going to slide over by one. Right there. And we can decide if we want triple lodges like this. Just one triple lodge. Okay, so that's going to be 9. And these two would be 12. So this would be more. And then we can just do that. Oh, actually, they don't even go in on the ground level there. So really, we have the ladder right there. So we could actually just do platforms like this. And a path. And then double platforms. And a path. Double platforms. Oh, one more double platform. And a path. Now, I do think that we could probably go one higher. It's just whether or not we have room for the decorations after that. We do still have room for the decorations. So, yeah, we can definitely do that. And we can raise this all up one, too. Go ahead and put this ladder. Which direction was it going? That way? That's perfect, actually. That I didn't want to put there. Double platform. We don't need this path. We could actually put a decoration there if we wanted. Okay. Get our decorations in there. Like shrub, roof, lantern. We could put the scarecrow up there as well. And then these that have a range of 3, we could put those, say, right there and there. That should be just fine. Okay. We did notice, I just saw a red beaver. Let's see what that one's named. Swear I saw a red beaver. Am I going crazy? You would think a red one would stick out like a sore thumb on this list. Aha! Bobbing about is the red one. Battery smooth. Okay, that's right. Bobbing About is the creator of the Ember Pelts mod. All right, so that should keep them busy for a while. But what we're really going to need to do is figure out this food situation a little bit more. So how far was this area? Let's see, from there, the very center is right. Gotta be a very center. Right there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes sense. 2 for the overhang and 3 otherwise. So 5 from here, right, is where we're going to want another one if we do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. The only problem we're going to run into is, of course, these zip lines. Ah, we already put this one here, though, so that will be a good expansion for it. And it doesn't look like it'll get in much way of the zip lines. I forgot I had put this here. I apologize. Let's put that there. Then we can go ahead and get some scaffolding. Oh, we already have the scaffolding. I forgot how much I did in preparation for this last time. We're gonna need more food if we're gonna go for as many beavers as possible in that cave. One stranded. Where did one become stranded? Robert, and he looks different. Okay, let's scroll down some layers. How did you strand yourself? But why did you go on top of that? Oh my gosh. That was just foolish. That should let him out. Though we are going to need something to get all the way up top here to build these. Let's pause this one and that one, and we'll have it build that one first. Okay, Tobert got out. The dingus. Okay. So that's built. Let's keep putting down more dirt here. Let's go below our scaffolding. I call this dirt. It's built with dirt. They're actually terrain blocks. I'm pretty sure that's pretty obvious of what I mean. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so that connected pretty smoothly, actually. The irrigation isn't reaching all of it. That's kind of to be expected. I'm trying to think if there's really any reason. I guess this zip line makes it quick to go there. I mean, if we, with this zip line here, it's really not that far to get to this aquatic warehouse. So this might not be necessary. And then we can kind of go around this a lot more. Like maybe put a beam over here. Let's see if this one's disconnected. Oh, that's obstructed. Of course that's obstructed. There, and that could connect both of those. this and that. Yeah. So yeah, we could get rid of this zipline station potentially. And expand this area more. Kind of like that idea. Yep. I think that's worth it. So we could put, how high do we need to go above this? Oh, that is hard to see below. So it was a triple, a double and a single. So it could really just be yeah, it could just be a triple. Yeah. Triple and then the metal platform. So triple, metal platform, terrain tiles. They don't have a way to build that yet. Okay, so if we just delete that path and put, say, another overhang going this way, and then a stair there, they can reach both of those. And after we get this all set up, we very well might move our irrigation to be more in the center of these like 4 corners that we're making here. That would probably make a lot of sense. Was it just a little bit too far to reach that? Doesn't have to be. Is that going to be one below? Nope. Let's make a double platform. Do we need it that big? No. Can we? Yes. And then that for sure will have enough support. Skip below the scaffolding again. All right. I'm pretty happy with how that's turning out, actually. Thought we would be able to connect in the middle here, but it's looking like not. At least not without... This is going to look silly. This is not optimized. This is not how you should do it. Don't be paying attention to how I'm doing this. Not good. That should be able to allow it to connect. There we go. Yeah. Can they not reach some of this? They can't. Well, that's an easy problem to fix. Just need to delete a few paths. So let's get the delete tool. Let's make sure we highlight the path, not the overhang. Boom. 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 And now there is no way they won't be able to reach stuff. All right. Yeah, carrots are taking a dive. Um, bread's not, but flour kind of it. Wheat is going down, and wheat flour. I would see wheat flour up. Oh, there it is. Okay, wheat flour's not actually taking a dive, but potatoes and carrots are, and sunflower seeds. I'm looking at this, and if we on our irrigation pond, well, two more here. I will just save one that's already being used, I guess. Yes. No. It'd be hard to fit on a zip line there as well. Yeah, it would. It would be difficult. Okay. So some of this isn't irrigated. Whoa, what's going on here? Why are those out of water? Have we drank all the water? Oh my. Oh my. Huh. We drank a lot of the water. I don't think any of it went off the map. That that would mean we need a bigger a bigger reservoir? Okay, that can be done. We will just convert this section into more of it. We're as high as we can go. So that's not going to be the solution. We have this ready to go. We could send it. Okay. Yeah, we're using up a lot of water. Stuff happens, I guess. Interesting. So we must have just pumped so much out. Or did we have any oopsies earlier? I don't remember. I don't think so. It's possible, though. It very well could just be our expanded beaver population made us drink more, which made us pump more. Um, that's what I think it is anyway. Um, so I think that means we're going to move some of this around to expand this reservoir. I think that makes sense. Oh, we replaced the leg there. I got to figure out what I want to do about this then. Maybe we just leave that there and we expand here and then over. So if we move these, that'll free up our reservoir. So let's just start by expanding it over across where this is. So that would mean we got to find a new place for 3 builders huts. Needs a strong word because we actually have 30 unemployed beaver bots. Might be time to kind of just centralize some of this junk and make a whole bunch of them on a level of this. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. Let's build this up some more. Like let's start on this side, even though they don't technically need power. Let's see. How high do we need to go again? Definitely higher than that. Could put something up there. Like we could put one builder's hut up there. Won't hurt anything. Because I think that's already going to keep it higher than that. Let's give that a try. So these need access so we can do like platforms here. Actually, we don't need to be using so much dirt. Although, ooh, I just noticed our logs are crashing again. We kind of expected that. You know what? Let's pause one of these bot assemblers. We don't need this many bots at the moment. We'll build up a little bit of bot limbs and such, but that'll be okay. Because, yeah, our logs are starting to go down. Which is a problem. Paper's starting to go down. Let's get these carrots and such planted. Even though we were, let's get this moved first. So, I think if we just move it over, get out of this scaffolding. If we have this be the right side instead. I think that'll be good. Okay. And then this pathway, I guess if we want, it would ruin, it would have more paths using up stuff, but it would still be nice to not have to unplant these. Actually, they're almost done. Let's just unmark them for planting. Yeah, they'll harvest that. And we'll be good to go over here. We'll be able to do a fluid dump like so. Path like so. Farmhouse like so. Ladder right here. Yeah, water's going down rather quickly. Although I guess this hasn't started really filling up. We need to be pumping during the temperate cycle. We need to build more water storage during the temperate cycle. Okay, well, we'll work on it. Oh, biofuel is crashing. Not good. Everything looked like it was going so well, and now it's not. Yeah, they'll spill some water, but it'll drop down and be fine in the long run. Oh! I deleted one that I wasn't supposed to. No, not there. There. A lot of these carrots are ready to harvest, but we're not harvesting them. Is it too much for our beaver bots? If I prioritize this by hauler, so haulers take it away. We'll just see if that's too much for these timber bots to handle. What they could use is biofuel station and punch card station up here. Maybe even catalyst. So no. Small warehouse for the punch cards there. Punch cards right there. Obtain. And then the tanks will be up here. Bio catalyst, sure. And biofuel. Obtain. Obtain. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need to expand this and something fierce. I think maybe we did grow a little bit too fast there with our 400 and some beavers. Stuff happens. It's okay. Is this able to go above yet? Nope. I mean, we could just do another layer of soil. That's absolutely fine. Okay, yeah, I think this level is going to be it. I hope. That's above that. Okay. So this builder's hut actually is too tall. That's what it seems like. But it looks like the bakery was possibly already too tall. Yeah, it was. So we needed to go up one more anyway. We already placed 2 of those though, so now we need to dynamite it. We're just working on expanding stuff. Maple syrup is doing great. Just don't have any extract there. We're full almost everywhere else. Okay. Well, cool and all, but like water, right? All right, so now this whole area is irrigated. And we're catching up on crops. Okay, so let's plant some more potatoes. Let's actually do a lot more potatoes. Something like that. Some more carrots. And some sunflower seeds. Yeah, biofuel is very quickly crashing. Are we out of spatterdock? Did our spatterdock die when we ran out of water? That might have happened. There is a chance of that. It's growing now. Think we could squeeze out a little. Why can't I put anything there? Oh, that's a good reason. Yeah, okay. Sure, why not a little spattered off there? Can't reach there though, huh? Interesting. Anyway, we got some more food coming in. I feel like maybe we don't need all this wheat, so let's go ahead and replant some of it. Yeah, we definitely don't need all this wheat. We're just going to get rid of these 3 and match it to what was around them. Potatoes here. And carrots here. There we go. And it looks like we can even have... No, we can't have another potato there just because of the zip line. That's okay. All right. Let's work on that. And I don't know if it's that we need to build more refineries for the biofuel per se. We just need to start. Man, we're just out of spatterdock and potatoes. We don't even have carrots. Let's do some potatoes and let's shut off one of the grills that are making potatoes. Because this whole thing will crash pretty badly if we run out of biofuel. Grilled spatterdock, grilled chestnuts, grilled potatoes. We'll pause you. Honestly, I think we chopped... Did we already chop down some of these maples and make room for more chestnuts? Because I think we need to do that with a few more, to be honest. After we figured out that it was the tapper shack limiting us on the maples, we ended up having a lot more than we needed. I think we turned this to a lumberjack flag temporarily, and then we chopped down some of those maples. Like, say... that many maples get chopped down and replaced with chestnuts. No. That many. We're just going to have to unmark those for planting so that when they chop them down, they don't just replant them like that. We forgot to do that first. I forget where I marked for cutting. Get below the scaffolding. Okay, so right here. Okay, got it. Then if we just delete these 3 trees, we can replace them with chestnuts. Okay, we're going to find out here if our water problems were because of not having a big enough reservoir. But this isn't even filling up, which tells me our water problems might be a little more complicated than that. We might not just have enough flow through our water source to support so many things. What's going on here? Ah, out of biofuel. Remember how I said things would crash pretty fast if that happened? Yeah. Things be crashing. Let's look at these refineries. Okay, instead of this one being potatoes because it's out of them. Oh, we gotta remember that the even the biofuel does require water. Make some out of some carrots, maybe. Oh, yeah, things are getting dicey quite quickly. Quite quickly indeed. Yeah, bad tide's about to start, and we did not get our reservoir full. So expanding that will not help with that. If anything, we maybe have too many like irrigation ponds going on that's having more water evaporate. And we might want to reduce the surface area of this area in order to hopefully mitigate some of that. Some carrots. I almost think we should, yeah, we should pause the grill for spatterdock too, because otherwise I'd rather run out of grilled spatterdock than not be able to catch up on biofuel. Grilled chestnuts are fine. Grilled spatterdock, not. We're actually going to have a problem here pretty soon. More and more bots are running out of fuel. So at least for the refineries, I think some beavers are going to have to work them because bots don't work when they're out of fuel. They just go to try to get more fuel. So we're going to set the refineries to beavers. Oh, what's happening? Bots are breaking down and we're not building more bots. Okay, we just have to have some beavers back in the workforce. Oh, this is collapsing on us, guys. Yeah, all of our beavers are out of fuel. That's not good. See, all of these beaver bots out of fuel. Like I just said, that's not good. We really need some biofuel, guys. So we've stopped making grilled spatterdock, stopped making grilled potatoes. We need to set increased working hours because we're having normal beavers do the labor. They need to actually have working hours. To harvest these carrots, harvest these potatoes, and plant or make the biofuel. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, first let's unpause these decorations. But then let's pause some of the housing. We'll have a few homeless beavers in order to lower our population over time. Okay. Gosh, those bots don't move at all, but we're actually making biofuel again. Gosh, all of our bots are just, a lot of them are just destroyed. I didn't realize how quickly this could collapse without biofuel. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in this stage of the game. Might be obvious. We're going to work on, we need more food. Maybe we make this higher or something, or expand this more. It's just going to get hard with zip lines to get zip lines there. Yeah. We might just need most of the zip lines to or some of the zip lines to avoid the where we're planting area. Okay, have we caught up on No, we're not caught up on biofuel. Gosh, that crashed hard when it crashed, though, didn't it? Wowza. Feels like I have it in slow motion because all of these bots are so thirsty. They don't count as bots here if they're thirsty? Yeah, because we have more than 120 workers. It's just they don't have fuel. Gotcha. And everything is going to go to a halt. But I don't care about builders. I guess I do care about haulers. Haulers I should care about. That's going to move this stuff for us. Yeah, let's have some builders too. I feel so bad about what's happening. No, I'm going to click launch this just for some more well-being bonus. No, that's a lot of paper gone. I don't want to do that. Just stop making some of the bots. Because we don't have the fuel for all the bots. Okay, we're getting the carrots collected. I think as long as these are fleshy beavers here, we might need another farmhouse. Oh. I think this little section, this is going to be food instead of forest. How close are these to being harvested? Okay, pretty close. Okay, there's something. Cattail flower is still not an issue at all. So I think we don't need as many cattails. We need more spatterdock. To the point where we're going to delete some, not the spatterdock. Okay. Still got some bots that are willing to work. That's great. Spatterdock. Okay, it feels like we're catching up a little bit more. Our well-being's going to go down because we're losing food sources. Whew. Yeah, having fleshy beavers do this job, we need more, we need another farmhouse. Or maybe we just switch this back to bots. Do we have bots that can do it? Let's try that. Gosh. Not even so much worried about the catalyst, like, at all. Because who cares right now, right? I would like some chestnuts planted, though. Because that becomes food. Okay. We might need to turn some of those grist mills to other stuff. Bots helping? Kind of. Oof. Yeah, I think we have to just turn a lot of the jobs to fleshy beavers again. And we kind of already have, right? We are going. We have all this food that needs to get harvested. Yeah, we definitely need another farmhouse here. All those potatoes that could be made into biofuel. It's after working hours. I think we have enough question mark bots that we can have some of the bots working the biofuel. Let's try that. Can prioritize the refineries by haulers. Let's go down to the bottom refineries. I thought we had some down here. There we go. Carrots, spatter duck. Sure. Can't get all the spatter duck. Yeah, that makes sense. Potatoes are rebounding some. We really need this planted. I think we destroy that because we're just not getting stuff done here without a second farmhouse. There we go. So maybe we can get some of these things taken care of now. Gosh. Biofuel. I apologize. Let's try to get this fixed though. Yeah, it did end up biting us in the butt to build another bot factory. I just didn't realize what we were going to run out of was biofuel. I got to pay attention to that a little bit more. Okay, so that's all set up. Do some tunnels. Tunnels and pathways would be wonderful. Right there. Get an angle where we can see. Can they actually go in there? They can. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Potatoes is what it is. Wow, they still haven't harvested all those potatoes and carrots. God, we are not building up biofuel, are we? Hey, but our bots are back online, and a lot of them. There's enough that we have vacancies. So we could switch some more stuff back to bots. I believe. Okay, this is getting done here. Can unmark. Gosh, the scaffolding's in the way. There we go. What's that? Chestnut tree. Okay, we don't want that marked for cutting. These are chestnuts. We don't want that marked for cutting. Plant some more chestnut trees. Looking at our food, we don't have all that much left at the moment. Waiting for our biofuel to stock up a little bit more before we try to do much else with that. Yeah, one thing's for sure, we're going to need more food to be grown, right? Right. So, we're not planting anymore with this. Those are almost done. Man, oh man. Get the efficient farmhouse down here and probably just make a lot more potatoes. Potatoes are one of probably the best. Spatterdock's not bad either. Carrots are not great for biofuel. They really aren't. Honestly, we have potatoes in storage, so let's switch that one that was set to carrots back to potatoes. Let's try that. Potatoes, spatterdock. Yeah, we're not having enough spatterdock at the moment. How long we got left on this bad tide? A long time, and we're almost out of water again. Pause some of these pumps. Yeah, this is getting tough. Let's build some medical beds inside the cave. This was not what I thought I'd be doing this episode. I guess expanding too quickly, willy-nilly, kind of made us pay the price, right? Since we have fleshy beavers working again, we need medical beds. So now they'll have a chance to heal at a decent rate. Medical beds, we could use a few more even. That's not the direction I wanted that to point. We don't really even need it technically. Okay. I think we can turn some of these back to bots. Having the haulers as bots really does help, because they have a faster move speed. Okay, let's try that. I was more worried about wood when I expanded our bot production, but biofuel is what ended up crashing. Right, I don't know what we're going to do for zip lines for this at the moment, but I do know that we're going to want another level of this. So I am choosing spots that are a little bit closer together, because there was that mess in the middle. Although we could just go up there too. If we don't have pillars of terrain like that, then we need a irrigation plot on every level, which leads to more evaporation, and we're kind of having water issues. So it might be time to consider going away from those other irrigation plots. And I'm going to start filling in this. Let me double check what we got for source flow. It's at bad water right now. Okay, that's whatever. So 3, 4, 5. We have a flow of 5. Okay. Flow of 5. So we don't need this nearly this wide at all, actually. Can't it just go through 1? Is that the only? That's our only source, right? And it's a flow of 5. Yeah, this can be a lot more narrow. So we're going to do that. And that's going to limit evaporation. Remember, this is basically just to irrigate. Maybe not that one. Let it go around that corner a little bit better. Do that. That. Delete these platforms. It was cool that we had the dance hall above the river. But it's time to move on from that. Okay. Wanted to delete this, but they're building down there. Do I not have any scaffolding above there? I don't at the moment. Okay. But they should still be able to build from above. Yeah, so what we're doing now is minimizing evaporation by minimizing the width of our irrigation canal. That might affect some of this, how far it can reach, and it looks like it has, but we're gaining spots over here, so that's not that bad. If that makes sense. All right. Something like that. Why won't it let me build a terrain block anymore? There we go. All right. So that's some minimizing of evaporation. Waterfall limit, though, is kind of a pain in the butt. Leave some of that open. It's all on. It's on a lot of platforms. But lowering the evaporation in that section will be very helpful. I do believe. I think some of this is just because of the fact that the water is so low right now. Oh, and we still have 14 days left of this drought. Oh, that is not good. Hey, biofuel. Look at the biofuel, guys. Oh, it's recovering. Awesome. That's honestly a water issue at this point, a little bit with the biofuel. I'm still going to put a farmhouse here and delete these lumberjacks. And then potatoes. Eventually you want to be able to eat the potatoes, not just use it for fuel, right? Right. Good talk. I should not have deleted all of the lumberjacks. because we do have some more trees here. We'll put this one back in. Then we can delete some path as well. And I'm kind of thinking we're going to want to do dirt paths here in order to minimize evaporation. And we might even want to shut this one off. Quit pouring water in there. Just rely on this irrigation for now. Each of those irrigation ponds, we have set them up to minimize evaporation and maximize the amount of area that it spreads. With the 3x3, it's like the best compromise between those two things. But it's still additional evaporation. With that in mind, maybe a one channel isn't the best. You would think that would be best for evaporation, but kind of not. No, it's not for spreading the irrigation. That's right. So yeah, this is all not getting it. But if this was full, it'd be a lot better. This is all staying good thanks to this stuff. I don't think there's any more irrigation ponds. It's the only one, right? On our tree farm? Oh, there's one right here. So why does that reach all the way here? No problem. But this one doesn't. That was what I was confused by. Are they in different locations? They are. Okay. So that makes total sense. So maybe this isn't the best location. It looks most centralized. But this gets a lot of its irrigation. Okay, it's not getting irrigated here once this dam is so low. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Biofuel, doing great. Let's go ahead. I think we can safely, maybe safe isn't quite the right word, but we can turn one of these that was set to other stuff. So we got biofuel, potatoes, spatterdock, potatoes. That's it. So we got 5 of them. I think we can turn one of the spatterdock to catalyst. We'll keep the potatoes going for now. And well, maybe we switch it, keep the spatterdock going, and then we can turn on the grilled potatoes. I don't know. One of those two. Food's not looking great either, right? What a mess of an episode. Well, you know, it's been a while since on this episode that we had any real issues. So it's kind of fun. Question mark. Our biggest issues before were wood. And we still might have an issue with punch cards. I did disable 2 of the bot factories, so we might run out of bots here. Not terribly worried. We can still switch over some stuff to bots. We gotta be careful with our food and water. We are dry on water again. Up here. It's only 12 days. We still have 12 days left of this drought, but we're already over an hour. I don't want to go too much further than that. Let's see if we can save this next time, guys. With that, I think I'm going to end the episode here. Not at all what I thought I was going to spend the episode doing. I did expect to expand our food, but I didn't expect to do it in a panic. I didn't expect our bots to crash out because we didn't have enough biofuel. Um, yeah, I was expecting to try to maximize this housing. That's not what happened. I wasn't expecting our water to go dry. That was definitely a curveball. And it's the thing we got to remember is we only have a source flow of 5 here. Um, so water can be limited. Um, yeah, that's very, oh, excuse me, interesting, but very valid. Um, we don't want to overpump when it's not a drought. I mean, when it is a drought, because that will drain our reservoir faster and then we'll lose irrigation. Some of these trees might even die. Yeah, they will. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I accept it. Um, but we want to make sure we pump as much as beaverly possible during a temperate cycle. So we're almost at the stage where we were being limited by not just our water sources, but kind of the length of the temperate cycles when we had all the water that we could have possibly wanted flowing. Um, the downside on growing all of this spatterdock and not potatoes, and the reason we might end up switching to potatoes for most of it, is that each of these spatterdocks, since they need to be submerged, that's more evaporation. So if we want to lower evaporation, we get rid of this spatterdock and make it potatoes instead. Replace it with terrain tiles up here. And just because of the water constraints, that might be the path we have to go. If we're going to try to push this to the limit, quote unquote, we're going to have to maximize some things that we were doing well, but not maximized. I didn't think we were this close to running into water crisis. That really snuck up on me. And I think what made it sneak up on me is how much biofuel the bots use, and thus the biofuel needs water to produce. I guess I didn't realize that fact. It makes sense. It just kind of crept up on me, the water usage. So, yeah, we're going to have to min-max a little bit, and not just with farming space, but with evaporation. And we'll have to be a little careful to store as much water as we can during the temperate cycles. Like we might want more water pumping capabilities during the temperate cycles to store more water and then just not pump at all during the droughts and bad tides. Because water that is stored does not evaporate. And water that is stored can also be dumped back out of storage with the fluid dump. But yeah, this was quite a shock to me. I was not expecting this. I guess I haven't spent enough time at this stage in the game, and I didn't realize how fast things could go bad. Anyway, I said I'd end this a while ago, and then I kept rambling. So I do apologize about that. I am going to end it now. And with that, I will, if you watch this whole video, this chaos and mistakes, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And leave a comment on other things that I'm doing wrong right now, because clearly I am doing something wrong that things crashed out. If you have any more ideas on how to address this water issue beyond what I'm talking. Even reaffirm that if I'm kind of on the right track with how to alleviate some of these water issues, let me know. Um, I think one of it's going to be not having my dirt excavator going down into water because that's just creating more evaporation. Yeah, just let me know. I love hearing from you guys. And with that, I think I will see you guys next time.